The day Starlink For RVs was announced, I ordered it. Within about a week, I received it. Now I'm going to set it up and I'm going to show you what's in the box, how long it takes me to set up, how long before I get a signal, and if it works. Here in a forest, I've got trees all around me. And we're going to start right now. Bam. By the way, I have seen nothing on how to set it up, so this is all very fresh for me. First we have the dish, and it has some really simple instructions. You put this in here and hook things up and open up the app. I do have the app installed because this goes like this. Bam. Dish is set up. Also got, I think it's 75 feet of cable right here. And we've got the modem / router and a power cord, and that is literally everything that's in the box. That's what the router modem looks like. And I just plug this into the bottom. Popped in nice and easily. Little power cord. It's actually easier than I thought. That plugs right in the bottom, no problem. And then we plug it into power, I guess. And I do know you're supposed to put it in an area where it's kind of open. The trees around me are all about, I don't know, I think 100 feet high. But I have an area that's kind of in the middle of them, but it is not completely clear, so I do not know how well this is going to work. I'm just going to plug it into power outside here. Now I'm going to open up the Starlink app and see what it says to do. That just started moving on its own. I better get it to the right location quick. So it's find a good location, get ready. So we're going to scan the sky. Boom, 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 boom. Why can't I find that spot? Slow down, you move too fast. Now I'm going to review the results. Estimated obstructions. It says I might want to find a better spot, but this is as good as it gets, unless I put it on the roof, but that's not practical. So I'm going to hit Start Setup, if you can see that in the bright sun, and plug it in. It's already plugged in. Connect to Wi-Fi, open Wi-Fi settings, and let's see if the network shows up. And there it is, Starlink. I'm going to hit that, connect to Starlink, and hey, it connected. Oh. Now I guess I need to create a network, and I'll call it Forest, so you can steal it from me when I get there. Forest Starlink. And I'm going to create a very secure password that nobody will ever know. And I'm not connected to it, but I'm going to go to hit Starlink and see if it lets me. Unable to join the network. Okay, probably because I'm far away. So I'm going to walk over to the router. We got this thing here. Router is way over there. Even though it's doing stuff, these lights haven't lit up. I don't know what they mean, or if they do light up. I'm going to try again to connect to Forest Starlink. Got a strong Wi-Fi signal since I'm an inch away from it. Ha, connected. And I'm going to turn off my cell data so that I'm for sure getting Wi-Fi only. I've heard it takes a minute or an hour or two to acquire all the satellites and junk, but let's go into the app and see what it says. It's saying it wants to join the Wi-Fi network. It's still searching, unable to join. While it's doing that, let's see how long it took us to get to this point. We are set up and checking things. Okay, so literally 15 minutes and we are set up, and now we're just waiting for satellites, I think, to acquire. And I hear this takes a while. I am just going to keep this open until it says online. Hopefully it'll get online. Hopefully all of these trees will not prevent me from getting any signal at all. And I'll let you know when that happens. We'll keep the timer running. Just did a quick Google search, between 5 minutes to a few hours, and some people have had to reboot, so I'm going to let it go for a while and let you know. Except you won't have to wait, because it'll be like, bam, I'll be back. I've seen it go online and offline a couple times. It's back online at the moment, doing a speed test, but it's just connected. I'd imagine this is going to go up. And for some of you that might be terrible, but that's about what I'm getting with the dish I have in my tree, you know, 75 feet up on that tree up there, connected to some other dish at the other end. It's not satellite internet, it's just the way they have to get it here because there's no cables. So after 30 minutes, we're getting a signal, but not a super great one. And then it's offline again. Back online. Let me see if the dish is moving. The dish found a space. It's pointing that way. Don't know if that's north, south, east, or west, but maybe it found a satellite over there. Let's do one more speed test. Ready? Speed. Oh, look at that. Oh. Now, if I could get a speed like that, 84 megabits a second, I would be giddy because I get about 25 down and 10 up on my home internet. Latency 73 milliseconds, not great. And upload, I don't know if you can see, a 17. Still online. Let's see if it stays online for a minute. Let's do one more speed test. Speed. Go. Oh, it's back down to not as great. Still about 3 times faster than what I get here. I guess the big issue is because the satellites are like zipping by. I think all the satellites go around the world in like 90 minutes. The big issue is, will I be able to stay connected using this satellite at this location? I actually got it for RVing and traveling. Is it gonna work in a forest at all? I'll be right back. It didn't really seem to like that spot down there, so I am coming up on my roof. Let's see what Dishy here does. Hopefully Dishy doesn't fall off the roof. Now Dishy was pointing over there. Oh, look at it. There it goes. I bet it's gonna end up facing that way again. I'm gonna stand here in case moving it makes it want to vibrate off the roof. Put my foot on it here. Okay, so it's facing the same direction, this time horizontally instead of vertically. And to give you a better picture of the trees around us, this is the tree situation. They're tall. Right up there is the dish I use for my home internet. And I'm gonna just spin around here and show you we have trees all the way around us with a section open in the middle where there's no trees. I just don't know if that's enough to get internet here. And if you were in a tight location when you're RVing with trees really close, it is not going to work. If you have a big clearing, well, let's see. Came over here to the shade. Dishy is right there. There's the RV. Let's do a speed test now. It is online. It's up much higher, pointing at the sky. Let's see if it's happy. Speed test. Loading targets. I had to restart the app for it to do this, but right now it's getting 115 megabits a second with 5 megs upload. The upload's not great. The latency is 64. Not great. Yeah, the upload's pretty cruddy. The download's great. I just, don't know if it's going to maintain that. So I'm going to just keep checking it. And a few minutes later, I get these kinds of speeds. In all fairness, this is Starlink for RVs, so it gets low priority, especially in a waitlisted area, which I am in, and testing during peak hours, which I was doing. I mounted Dishy on a higher point on the roof of my house and got very inconsistent results, ranging from about 15 megabits a second all the way up to over 100. And I also got this message saying it was obstructed and that I could expect interruptions every 2 minutes. My preliminary testing says that if you live in a forest or trying to use it, or if you're planning to travel mostly to places with lots of trees or buildings, it's not going to do it for you. I will let you know what happens as we travel around the country and test it in different areas. For more information about Starlink, including its prices and its possible upload speeds, click right up there.